Welcome, dudes and dudettes. The 1st of June. Finally, May is over. It's felt like ages or something. I have no clue. It's been quite a long time. So we had the monthly close yesterday, and weirdly today it's gonna be the weekly close. In my mind, it's a little bit weird, but anyhow, my mind is weird. Going by long and short ratio, we flipping through almost daily on it constantly. So right now we are a little bit hanging on the longs more than on the shorts. It's not much difference, kind of like a middle, you can say. Let's see how we're gonna take over tomorrow. We're gonna open up the weekly, and yeah, how that's gonna be in perspective of the move, what we can expect from next week. I'm leaning a little bit more higher maybe next week, and then we'll see some resistance in front of us sooner or later. But yeah, that's still not much to say about it. 54% longs. All right, good, but still not much to talk about. Then heat map. We are start to grind inside the pocket of liquidity on the lower time frame. I'm always going straight to the weekly because the lower time frame doesn't mean much for me. And there we see quite a change because I'm aiming as well for 1 or 11 to get hit. I'm not sure if we're gonna flip it and go even a little bit higher. There is still possibility on that, just because on a much more higher time frame we see more piling up above us and as well below. I'm really surprised that we didn't go a little bit lower. I was really aiming for around 101, but still fine. 103. First of my bits got taken, and now quite a lot of piling up, and specifically it's around 115. Just like me always kind of mentioning that between the 115 120 is gonna be the area that we might see any bigger reversal, and it might be the top of the tops. Who knows? Let's see. So far, we are kind of aiming for it if you're gonna go higher. If not, then the leftovers below us around 100 or 101 gonna get grabbed, the bigger pile. And of course, the lower time frames or lower price action are starting to fill up more and more day by day. So fine and funny to look at it and see how it forms a structure for the later on to take it. And of course, BitGet. I love to watch it. We had seriously big wall below us, so that's why I kind of like knew that we're not gonna go lower than that, and I was really surprised that we didn't even hit one of those ones, that we reversed quite early in the game. And it didn't took that much to reverse, only 160 bits. I will come back on that one, Pacman. Just give me a second. Then the ball start to pull a little bit. There is still some bits left to hold us if we're gonna go lower. And right now, if we saw, we took out 200 Bitcoin, and we might see any small reversal to retest the lows and carry on, go higher. If not, then we might go even straight for the next ones. There is quite more above us forming, quite significant and strange formation on 2 levels, most of them. So it's rarely that you see something like this, but yeah, there is some more around 108, so I might see any reversal on that one for a small pullback, and then hitting the 110, 11, and maybe carry on to 115. So let's see how that's gonna play out, but that's why I'm looking at it. And so far, if you see, I'm not really taking this in consideration if the big traders, what they do, but it's fun to see how and where they buy. Like for example, right now over here, they're buying the top instead of the fucking low, but they're selling on the lows. Anyhow, they play however they want. I'm not really considering what they do, and this was funny as well to see that they bought it here, but it is what it is. It's not that accurate that you see which one, how much, and what they did. You can a little bit go into the settings and play around with it, what you want to see, the amounts of it, and it will of course change, right? As bigger or as lower it goes. That's why I'm keeping a little bit in the middle, or to see something and how big they are. But I'll do it a little bit something like this. So yeah, it's fun to play around with it, and I like it. I love to see it development, but much more, and this is really great. Next stop, we're gonna be around 105 to take the 170 bits. Let's see if that's gonna push us lower, or we're gonna just continue. So, and this is quite fun as well to see the numbers, how they've been played on long and short side with the amounts in it. So it's quite detailed. If you zoomed into it, I like to sometimes like to play around with the numbers and see how it's played and in which positions they get taken. So it's fun. So far, higher it is, of course. We're holding the floor. We had a nice retest, and yeah, we just grinding upwards. So putting this on the side, that's cool. Now, VIX. Not much to say right now, right? Market is closed, so it's not updated yet, but just to go by and see what we do so far. As much as I like the trend lines, right? We're still following them, and we keep grinding a little bit and kind of to the sideways, but we had one more push higher, and we're flirting still with the 19% level. So going lower than that, then it's all perfect and fine. Then Bitcoin and the alts and everything else gonna fucking skyrocket. If we're gonna flip that and we're gonna aim for 24 and go higher, then we might see bigger pullbacks on the coins. So keep in mind, I really want to see how that's gonna open up Monday. Quite interesting always for me on the weekly open. And yeah, we most of the time see some bigger movements on it because weekly opens are quite volatile for those kind of predicaments. So yeah, Holobot, it's on the side. We sell off. We are in the USDT. We had a perfect retest of the weekly open on the 1 hour, so that was really good to short. Anyhow, still grinding higher. We might see maybe around weekly again by signal, and let's see how this gonna play out with the oscillators, if that's gonna be the correct one to short, or it's gonna be the winning one. Then my lovely money inflows, what I really like to look at it once a day, especially just to see where the money flows into. So far, the drop from the privacy went quite heavy, of course. Exchanges took over, DEX went a little bit higher, and AI had as well some drop off. It's still middling. ETFs, NFTs had quite a move around over here. And right now the rest of it, even smart contract are got smashed to the downside, memes as well, and yeah, the rest as well. So those are still lagging a little bit behind. The stronger one still keep grinding. And of course, USDT, it's on 100% already out. Bitcoin had a significant drop to the middle line. Hype as well had some retracement on it, and ETH is kind of doing sideways move. Now we have quite a collective and clutter or the rest of the coins together with the Dixie, of course, just because everything got a little bit sideways and pull a little bit lower. Dixie spiked a little bit higher, of course. That's always the conditions what we see. So yeah, it's interesting if that's gonna go lower then of course we're gonna pick up again and go higher on those percentage. And it's quite nice to see what we do and how we behave, of course, right? So that's on the daily. Weekly is quite specific as well to see. Of course, Fartcoin hype and Bitcoin are quite heavy on it, so those are quite high on the list. We have the clutter on the rest, the leftovers, let's say, of the coins over here, and Dixie it's still minus 59, and that's gonna stay for a while, I guess. On the weekly chart, AI, it's quite besides the privacy coins, AI is still on the top and still the hype coins, you can say like that. Let's see if we're gonna see any change on it. Memes are starting to get a little bit in the middle, so interesting as well. Of course, exchange coins, they're quite heavy and quite popular start to get, so easy as well money to grab if you're interested in that. So yeah, it's I like to have the information from it, and what it gives you, it's quite accurate as well. And it's nice to see the flips, which one behaves where and which one gets the first front run of the money inflow, of course. That's always interesting in my opinion. Then the best bundle of metrics ever. Still quite a pressure from the top cells, and we don't see anything coming in for the longs yet, but we holding. We came perfectly into the in the POC, right? How you call it? The point of control. Yeah, point of control. Sorry, I lost the word for that one. So we quite holding it. That's why I was aiming as well around this to 1019, laddering into my longs, and right now it's perfectly play off. I realized that literally it's been a long time ago I saw this perfect organization of 50 and 100 X's above us, without really small gaps in between that are minor even, so it's not really in consideration. So this is really easy to grab and go higher even, or maybe see any resistance over here. So I quite like it, quite positive in my opinion to go a little bit higher, to grab a nice juicy long from it. Oscillators as well, harmony really perfect on point with the trend change on it, was really good. On chain stable, nice in on 28%, so that was as well nice to see. And of course we saw the flip on the money inflow of the large caps, alts and shitties. So we came quite heavily from the 56% to the middle and then a little bit lower, and now Bitcoin of course is taking a little bit over and it's carrying on so far. So that's great to see. If the large cap's gonna be around the 56, and I'm aiming that alt's gonna pick up a little bit quicker as well. It is gonna carry on a little bit to the sideways, and stablecoin is gonna go literally to -50 and stay there for a while. After we're gonna be on around 110k or something like this. We're gonna see that flip definitely. So that's quite interesting to look at it. And then I want to look at hype first before I'm gonna carry on. Surprisingly, really surprisingly, I think it's obvious, but surprisingly, it holds really good point of interest. What I also mentioned in the 30k, the end part of what we had over here, the little support, and we're holding it really to super well. We still can go sideways on that one, of course, just because we didn't break out from the lower time frame high on 33 yet. It still can happen, but we can go a little bit sideways on it and then do one of the bigger moves. Technically, what I'm a little bit aiming for, and this is my take on it, that I want that Bitcoin goes first. So imagine that this is Bitcoin. I want that the Bitcoin goes a little bit higher and first. I want that hype go a little bit lower to February and then pick up and have a bigger move on it and regain kind of the same position what Bitcoin is doing, and do the same move together, go lower. Why? Just because there are quite a lot of liquidity formed over here between the previous range and the range what we form right now. So this is quite precious to take, and it will be a really nice bounce and to go higher, and even hype can go higher than Bitcoin, of course, and then they can dump together, whatever. But that's a little bit the take what I'm aiming for. That's why I'm not really key on short longing bigger positions over here. I have some scalps laying down, but that's all. I'm a little bit more heavier on this to grab. Just as Bitcoin did as well with February, they front run it a little bit more, but that's a different key on it. But still, I'm a little bit aiming for that hype might go one more leg to the previous support and have a longer run for the future. So that's gonna be great, just because it's daily as well. Previous daily low is around or below the February, so that could be as well good. And we are literally below the 4-hour swing point, lower swing on it, so not really gaining anything yet on a hype. So that's why I'm a little bit aiming that we might go a little bit or sideways and then have one more leg down, like a V-shaped bottom or something like that, creating, and go higher on it. But still, I'm freaking bullish about that, so no matter what happens to it. I just want to touch the dominance. We're still climbing higher. So either way, we dumped and we had a pullback to 60%. We're still going higher, and we just create higher from the structure. So there's no need and there's no way to say that we're gonna have now the alt season or whatever. It just we go higher till we're not gonna break. Still, that's your first resistance, of course. And if let's see if we're gonna break that. I can delete that shit over here. if we're gonna take that, or that's gonna be the way how we're gonna go lower, right? It's all possible. So that's why I'm looking at it, and let's see if that's gonna play out. The take on, yeah, the rest I just talk about it. That's all fine. Then I'm gonna go to Bitcoin, of course. Take a sip. Enjoy the nice meme that I found. I found funny as well. Good. Okay. Now it's getting interesting. First thing first, I'm gonna buy the monthly. So of course we had the highest monthly open in history. Great, fantastic. That's really freaking awesome, of course. And now we're waiting for the last one, and that's gonna be the weekly. That said, in my perspective, of course, this is still bullish as fuck, right? There's no need to say that we're gonna go lower. So what we can create, of course, you need to imagine that the candles are forming both ways. So either way, you go first up or you go first down. But then doing something like this, going first higher and then come back, retrace and closing below and go lower, that's all freaking possible, right? Don't forget about that. It's still possible to have that, because we literally in first day, not even a couple hours in the first day of a new month. So it's all still possible to do that, right? You can go even like up and down constantly, and then from here the wick, close here and then go lower, right? It's all possible. Same as, for example, we did it over here on a weekly. It's been 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks in a row that we went higher in bullish positions on the candles, right? If you think like that. But it's been 7 weeks straight up, right? This is the first one already bearish. If we're gonna close it, and I guess in 6 and let's say 7 hours, that's not gonna be much changing on this candle. I don't think we're gonna go to above 109. Okay, to change the whole position of the candle and make it bullish. So that's not gonna be much possible. But even then, open up new candle over here, you still can go first higher, create a wick, and then go lower and close it, right? And continue, all possible. Use how my mind works. But anyhow, it's gonna be the first one that's gonna break the whole trend of 7 weeks in a row going upwards. And we might see maybe something like this, right? It's all still possible. So I'm kind of, if you're gonna talk about any fractals or any patterns, what we did, I'm not sure, but I'm aiming a little bit that we are here, this kind of position, that we're doing this kind of move, that this is maybe this pattern, that we already over this, and it's gonna be the next one more leg, right? I'm not sure how to say, like one more hooray, and that might be the over. That's what I'm aiming for, kind of ish. So I don't know. It's that's how I'm seeing the patterns in it and the behaving of it and the whole move, and how I can explain things that they rhyme together. So this move what we have over here, it rhymes for me that it's happening over here as well, or similar, right? And I'm not really key on that they do the same thing. I'm just telling like where it's coming from. So that's what we can do. That's why I'm seeing, and that's why I'm looking for. So yeah, let's see. But anyhow, still structure wise matters. The thing is, what I want to say as well on the Bitcoin is that on the daily wise, we kind of technically already broke the structure. Yes, there is a bigger structure to the left side of us on the support. But technically, I'm kind of key that we broke that a little bit on the downside. So what's left over for us is literally going higher, and the resistance what we have over here, that's gonna be, if we're gonna flip it, or if we're gonna go take the wick, and that's gonna be the hooray, or we're gonna fail on the weekly. That's all depends. There is nothing says that we still can go and grab that, right? But still, if we're not gonna flip the weekly, what we just settled, and we fail seriously quite extreme from it with one retest, that might be even heavier to go lower for me. And then still, if you're gonna go lower, there is a lot of long liquidity over here and pressure. So we might do this and then go, right? That's all still possible on the daily size. And turn it around as well, that the daily starts to get a little bit not really settled and cool off, but it's middling. So there is still a chance to go lower or even pick up from here and do one more and then diverge and then fail, right? And to be honest with you, I forgot to mention, we've been here already, right? Same thing, what we settled over here. Regular divergence, it will settle because that was from previous weekly. So we are doing it right now, technically. So this one was over there from already this point. And that's why I said, that's why I'm leaning that we are over here somewhere, just because of the same kind of structure we're forming on the oscillator and the divergence of it, because yeah, it's been played out so quite often. This one had a little bit more run higher, but still, if you look at it over here, right, if the regular divergence played out over here and we are here, so there's been 1, 2, 3 weeks further lower price action before going higher, right? So quite similar as well what we technically doing right now. Who knows, but still possible. It's not, I don't say that the whole bull run is over and you need to fucking sell everything. No, it's still possible that we go a little bit lower, have a bounce from it, go higher, last array, and then we can take off, right? So yeah, that's a little bit that on the higher time frame. My favorite 4 hour, of course. I mean, I have no sure if people been didn't hear it right or forget about it or something, because especially me, and I hear Viking saying as well about this, been vocal about the structure, about this retest of this previous low, that we will hit it and we will bounce from it, definitely. So if you want to have it to the T, then there it is, take it what it is. And yeah. Now especially it's quite getting interesting, because to visualize it for you, this been tested, right, by this wick, been tested already. Then this swing been tested a little bit higher, right? This swing been tested by this wick, so there is not much to grab to it. And then now what we do is this swing got tested. So any low that we're gonna settle right now below the 104.1, it might be getting harder and harder to grab on. Yes, there is some liquidity on it, and yes, there might be some longs piling in below us to push us higher. But what does it mean is that we go slightly lower and we close anything below here or around this level, we broke the whole structure. The whole bullish structure we built up till now, it's going to be for the first time that we went higher from the 74.5, right? From this position till the highs what we did. This is going to be the first breakout of the whole structure, right? And then of course you still can have the pullback on it and go into the resistance, and then we go lower to this position over here. And same, this is the support, so that's play out as well, kind of similar. Do something like this and then go lower, right? Stepwise, because we did this stepwise as well higher, so we might go even stepwise to lower. But just to mention and just to let you know, we have tested every single thing to the left side already to us. So that's already not problematic, but point of interest to know that there is not much more to hold us, right? And I'm not sure if you're going to have a retest on the February anymore, or that's even going to be strong enough to hold us. So far we flipped the June and daily open. That's good. That's really strong and quite good to go higher. But either way, we still have to I lost the words for it. Resistance. Jesus, it's not my day today. Resistance above us, right? So this is the 1 hour. And then on the 4 hour, we still have 1. So we still have quite a run up, right? There is nothing to say about it. I'm long the shit out of this. It's because I was mentioning this level that I'm gonna ladder my longs from this level definitely till 1019, I guess, somewhere over here. And yeah, it took first, I guess, one order. Yeah, it took 1 order only, unfortunately. And I'm gonna run it up, right? Just because we have 4 hour over here, super fib, and of course you have 1 hour over here on super fib, or technically a little bit lower as well by one of those ones, right? So I'm aiming for the 4 hour. I always key on the higher time frame, so I'm aiming for the resistance on here, and that's as well the previous weekly a little bit higher than that. So let's see how that's gonna play out, but that's what I'm aiming for. If I'm gonna go higher, fine, the long's gonna run. I'm not gonna jump on the short straight ahead. I just want to see on the lower time frame any break of the structure. So that's on the perspective of we are right now. Like I said, we broke quite significant everything. And to be honest with you, what I like to do as well, trend lines is fine, but do this, break anything above below this, and there is a slide kind of what you can see, something like this, right? It's a slide, so you slide off from it, but then opposite way, of course. So there's not much to hold. So yeah, that's what I'm aiming for, and let's see if we're gonna go lower. And still, I know, and there is a key levels as well around 904. December can have as well a small bounce. That's as well positive just because of this M pattern, so we can bounce from it. If we're gonna go lower, then I'm still aiming about yearly open. I'm not really key on it to go lower than that. I'm not sure why MDX is key on 91 so heavy, just because there is nothing that holds us. It's a level in middle of nowhere. Like it's weird for me. But on the same way, same as we played this as well. Everything's to the below 93 been tested. There is not much to hold it, and there's not gonna be much to hold this. I don't think even this area gonna hold this 92. So that's why I'm aiming a little bit higher, and I'm aiming for the yearly. If not, we're not gonna have the front run on the December. If you're gonna come back to those levels now or later on, doesn't matter. But there's still gonna be any kind of bounce from it. So far, let's see how we're gonna play the 4 hour now. Like I said, I'm aiming for 4 hour resistance. Why? Because we broke the whole range above us, and we went quite lower than we even expected, right? So we went and broke it. Now we need to regain it. If you regain that, flip it, you go higher, of course. That's all. That's the point of it. And I want to show you something, guys, that I quite mentioned as well. Why the levels matter as well, and why they are overlapping. And that's because that one and that one. I know it's a lot, but we took the liquidity to the downside, right? There was 100x over here. I guess we hit it quite to the T, so that's not major. Then you have the ALGO master with the overlapping order books over here, like and quite heavy. And I was saying on my stream as well that this band, if we're gonna drop down, will move, and we're gonna see it forming around in February. And what it did freaking the exact the same. So it's so key on the overlapping levels that you can't miss it. You can blindly freaking long this, right? So there is no need to be confused or not even don't know if this gonna hold or not. It will, because technically we didn't even break anything from those levels yet to the downside. So it is, and it will be key. Oh, and technically right now, like I was mentioning, same thing, it might happen to the upside, right? Right now, if you aim for this, you have the band, but might come a little bit higher if you start to grind into it, and then we form any position to the downside. There is no order books form on the ALGO master on 4 hour. I guess it's gonna be on 1 hour overlapping. Should be. If not, then yeah, there are some. Yeah, see, weekly have 1 hour overlapping order books, so they are not major and not key, but still they are there. And yeah, we're gonna bounce around over here maybe for longer before we're gonna do the one more leg higher, I guess. So yeah, And then one more thing, what I want to mention is the prediction what we did as well. It's exact the same what I just said, that we're gonna come back to 103.22. We didn't hold the previous weekly, we went lower, and now we are facing to go higher and flip that and go to the weekly what we just settled a week ago, right? So that's the thing. We didn't break it, so the red lines doesn't matter, and now we are facing to go to the mid of the range or to the high of it, to the resistance. Right, oscillators are perfectly playing. We had so many confirmation already. We have the flip, we have the perfect money inflow already. Even the RSI is on 36, and that's been quite long time ago that we've been there on this line. That's been already here on the lowest what we created. That's been the RSI on it. We barely touched it over here on this low, right? And now we literally came and crossed it over. So quite significant if you put all those together, I guess. Okay, so that's the Bitcoin, and I just want to go and have a look on some alts. If anyone want to see something else, oh wait, do you see any pullback on 1047? 1047 pullback? Low time for pullback to 104. Right now, no, I don't see it. Just because we flipped the daily and June, the only pullback what you might see is maybe to the daily, but I'm not sure even about that. That's quite strong flip, and that this might even carry on for now. If you miss the boat on the long of it, then that was you long, just because I guess it was. No, it didn't even reach it. Sorry. But that's the whole thing, and as well in the, let's say, bull market. If the price goes, then it goes. So yeah. Then that's the whole idea. That's why I said levels all matter a little bit more, and key to ladder in from it, front run them a little bit. I'm not sure if this is gonna go come back. That goes. The thing is, what I'm seeing, if this will go continue right now higher, gain something like this, we might come back and do this again, the same flip. Yeah, but you might do something like this. I'm not sure if you're gonna reach the previous daily open or more. Good, we could retest it again. That's all possible, but still we could retest on the lower time frame, even the 1035 is still possible. But so far it's a little bit too eager to go higher, quite aggressive. So yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe really low time frame, but even that shows quite a strength right now. So yeah, that's if you missed it, then I'm sorry, but it's gonna be another one. Don't worry about that. But look at yeah, I will keep an eye on 1 hour. Then if that starts to retrace, then any pullback on 1 hour, I would take that. Yeah. So far, it looks quite positive and bullish. Yeah, we flip really. That flip over here was quite significant and good. I was sketchy about it because it looks like it might not even flip it. So before the stream, but it was good so far. So yeah, that's take on the BitD. Now let's look at some alts. This looks so shit. I'm sorry if anyone is trading this. I'm sorry to break it for you, but this looks on the daily chart magnificent shit. You had lowest close in history on that chart. I have no clue if there is more chart. Definitely there is. If not, it's gonna be different. But so far on Binance, what I see, it's the lowest daily close what you had. It's shit. Yeah, you can bounce from it, but this was good. It was great what we did over here, but everything got fucked and nuked to the downside straight ahead. So I'm not even fucking bothered to chart it anymore. And look at that. Perfect. Technically we broke the structure on the daily. That's not gonna be on the 4 hour, I guess. Oh, still on 4 hour as well. We broke the structure on it, so that might be the last push what we're gonna create before any lower price action. But if you load it into that one, then we might go even higher and hit the 4.6, if that's gonna be the key. If not, then you still have some movement from here to the resistance what you create, 27%. So it's still good to take a swing on it. Of course, it's not say that we done with it. It used the first smaller breakout from it. All right, AVEX. Let's have a look. Second. AVEX still holding. That's good. We came back into the previous range what we created, and now, yeah, we're still holding. Same thing, quite to the T with the price action. We came back to the 19. Not mentioned, and now we might see price action go higher even. So that's great. If that's gonna start grinding up, either way, it's not gonna be massive or something like that. But if this gonna do this, I mean, I've taken it, right? Without any lows or any breaking anything to the sides. So yeah, I will take that. Solana, that one holding. That's good. I was really skeptical about it. Yeah, we broke the previous range. That's fine, but we're holding on the structure, previous structure. So if that's not going to be broken, then I'm all happy about it. Still going to be a lot to regain, and of course, what we drew last week, it play out, and yeah. Now it need to put some work into it, and that's going to be quite key and heavy on it. Daily looks quite okay. It's nothing major yet, but you have some buyback on it, so that's already fine, but you need to put some work in it. That means we freaking need to flip that weekly. If you don't flip that weekly, that means you're gonna create another freaking bigger range, but you may fail afterwards, and you don't want that. Yeah, I thought you're gonna ask that back, man. Big post today. I will have a look on those ones as well. Eve. Small retrace. And that's on the daily. Oh, it didn't break anything on the daily, so that's good. Yes, on the 4 hours still as well. Ooh, hanging there. Literally hanging there. Great. Okay. So yeah, nice one. We had the pullback into the support. We kind of nice grinding it up. If you flip the weekly right now, then I really guess we're gonna go for the highs. It's not gonna match to hold us. That Q4 I'm not even considering anymore. We've been so many times already up and down around it. Previous dailies, still no, we didn't break anything significant on 4 hours. Still good. We're still going higher. So yeah. Now if this move, this swing, not gonna flip the 276, and we're not gonna go higher, then I don't know what to tell you. If that's move gonna fail, yeah, then 2-3 is on the line. The last the last support line, it's on the line then. Yeah, 2-3. But yeah, hopefully that's not gonna happen. You're gonna go higher, and yeah, so far it looks good. It's building, so it's great. There's nothing to worry about it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't care about it anymore. This is bullshit. What it did, the lowest low what you create, it's done, it's dead. There is no coming back from it. Either way, this never gonna reach its all-time high anymore, in my opinion. I'm sorry to break it for you. I lost some money on it. I don't care anymore. I'm over it. It's not never gonna reach $21. Okay, $21. Nothing. There is nothing in the news on it. There is nothing on. Nobody's talking about it. No one is buying this. This is shit. This was the last hooray what they did, I guess. And yeah, it is what it is. It didn't come close to it. It happens, and we need to get over it. Forget about it, and that's it. So, like I mentioned, we need to hold the previous low. We didn't do it. Fucking that was way too easy. From coming from that high, what you settle, what you grind perfectly to the upside, coming lower, retest the you, and that push you to the fucking low. That's bullshit. But yeah. Grass. Perfect. Into the support line. That's the stupid flip even from this area. So yeah, perfect. And like I mentioned as well on previous stream, retest on the yearly again, and we went lower. So there it is. Right now, what you're gonna try to do is flip the weekly and grind it higher. If you're gonna see the flip of yearly right now on the next move, if you're gonna do any close on the 4 hour, especially on the daily, then bro, I can tell you that's gonna teleport to December or Q4. There's nothing else that's gonna hold you. So that's on grass. Bitcoin, perfect. There's not much to say about it. There's gonna be another leg on that one, definitely. Look at the daily, bro. If this came from the lows of March to the highs of May, with this fucking overheated daily, and we cooled off with one move, sorry, maybe two moves, it's been cooled off, bro. 2.4 is on the freaking table still, and that's gonna be hit with that daily oscillator. So there it is. You don't need to look on the lower time frame. This is it. This is the move. That's what's gonna create this. This goes freaking there. Great. Bet. Some of the students are charting and buying it, so that's good. It's a really good one. Came in the pocket again, and it's gonna do another leg up. So I really want to see February flip. But then as well, what I mentioned to them, even coming higher, closing everything above it, settling a new high, this can be a resistance, and we can do something like that, because that's the first time you came into that freaking level on Fed. So that might be resistance. Then Griffin and I-16. Okay. And is there anything else that I want to look at this chart? I don't think so. Okay, Griffin then. Nice in the pocket. Not much to say about it, right? So there is your support. This is it. It was your support. You came into the pocket, and right now you need to flip the March straight to weekly, because there is not much to hold you. That's going to be straight to weekly. If that's not going to be your resistance, then you flip it. You go higher. I'm still aiming for 0.16 on it, because that's a little bit bigger resistance area. So that's going to be the first one, what you're going to hit. And then again, February, right? So if you flip the high right now from it, from this move, you flip the high and you're going to trade above 106, then, sorry, 0.106, then February is on the table. And like on all of the charts, February is going to be your resistance as well. You're going to see any pullback from it. That level, that February level, it's getting obvious, a lot of heat and a lot of pressure built on that one from the highs that we created before. But yeah, it came into the pocket quite perfect. So there it is. AI-16 I don't have on this list, I know. Oh, what happened? Doesn't matter which exchange. I've been there. ByBit. Oh, I'm sorry. I was charting Binance. Anyhow, it's same shit. I was here. So I think what I was definitely saying before, losing this structure, it's gonna bring you here, right, to the previous swing. And I'm sorry to break to you, but it came to the freaking T. So there it is. The levels fucking matters again. So joke aside, daily, you are really good on the daily on the oscillator right now. So that's one thing. You still can come lower to Q2, but that's been already retested. If that's gonna happen, then you might fail that, but you don't want that. So far, it's good. You need to hold June. If June not gonna hold you, then it's over for that coin. First thing first. Then from June, what you need to do is to flip the mid of that range, and that means the May. You want to see this move to go and hit March again. Why? Because you reject March quite quite significant, right? You need to flip that and to go lower. That's the first what you need to do, and this is only the way how to create it. You need to flip your resistance and what you came from into the support, and that's how you do it. So that's the only way. Any failure right now from either June or May, yeah, that's going to be shitty. So look out for it. Be careful with it. That's what I want to say. Cookie. Bing X. Why Bing X? Guys, why are you using shitty exchanges? First thing first, I want to see. All right, that's all. All right. Yeah, you did the significant high. That's fine. You break out from the whole freaking down range of it. Great. Now, as easy as it is, you holding your previous range, and that's great. You need that. Otherwise, if you're gonna come lower, May not gonna hold you because you've went quite significant all around it. You've been tested it consistent. So any kind of close to May, that's not gonna hold you. The Q2 might hold you. That's the difference on the AI16. That didn't been wick through it, and you didn't test significant. You just went through without retesting it. So that might still hold April and Q2 if that's gonna go lower. If not, then still, I mean, it's a quite significant grind to the downside on the daily, right? So the thing is what you want to see now, flip March, and then you go for the February, and February you will skyrocket through because that's been quite tested already on the daily. And now the only thing what's holding you, why? Because freaking this candle with this wick, with this sell-off on it, exactly on the weekly open, and the retest of it, that's your biggest resistance right now. If you flip that, then bro, you will go higher. And the higher, I mean, especially this is your next area of interest, this swing point. And if that's not gonna do any damage to you, then yearly open it is from it. If you flip this in one go, then yearly open. If not, you might fuck around over here a little bit. But first thing first, what matters is your weekly. Why? Because this freaking price action is horrendous. And you broke the structure on it. Yeah, you broke the support on it, and you broke the previous structure on it, and then you of course have this right now. Oh, sorry, that's a little bit higher. But either way, weekly might see any movement when you cannot come close to it because of this move already. So yeah, that's all on Cookie, I guess. Not much to say. It's still a great move. I mean, fucking hell, yeah, it's 60%, right? So don't think that everything is over, but it's still 60% to your resistance. So any long on it, it's perfect. But be sure that, yeah, there is some resistance above it. There is, I look at the render. Yeah, we didn't do the flip. Surprisingly, we hold that. Yeah, render needs to do some work. Yeah, you see where did we fail? That's freaking key as well. Back, we didn't retest it. Another failure. Yeah. So now the only thing what I want to see is flip May. To go and try to go higher. If not, we're gonna range this quite significant and then pull up. Yeah, there is quite a lot of resistance above us, but yeah, still good. I mean, I'm not close on render because that's gonna stay. Still there is a use case for it. That's good. I like that. There is I've been over it. Injective, did I mention injective? I forgot about injective, I guess. Daily, great. like I mentioned as well previously, came into the 2 fips, and that's good. Now the only thing what I want to see is flip March. Yeah, March is a pain in the ass level because we kind of like grinding around it so far. If you're gonna do that, then the high is not gonna be the problem. The next problem is gonna be around September. September is the next February level, and that's been significant. The rejection what we did, we need to flip that one. If not, we're gonna play around a little bit higher and maybe fail on it. But it's a really good, one of the better ones on the older altcoins, what they perform right now in my perspective. And yeah, it's still going good. My favorite, one of my favorites. So, but yeah, this need to go a little bit higher and flip the March. If not, we're gonna go lower. If we're gonna fail here and reject on June, then May, I'm not sure. Yeah, May might hold. Yeah, May gonna hold us. We have a nice support on it created before we went higher. So yeah, that will hold us. But then we're gonna do some more movement to the side before we're gonna go higher on it. And of course, yeah, back to hype. Like I was mentioned, I would like to see it a little bit more lower to 28 and February maybe, but it is what it is. We didn't get that, and it still goes. If we start flipping 33.4, yeah, if we start to close anything above it, then I mean higher it is. But of course, I'm still aiming that we're gonna see any rejection, resistance above us before we're gonna go lower, or if not, we're gonna go straight and go higher. That's still possible. We did it previously as well. This move, I'm kind of over here. When I was looking at this area here, what we do quite bigger is this kind of ish in my head. This is the move we're gonna create. We are right now here. We're going for resistance. We come back, pull back, higher low, and we go higher. Right? Why? Because we did the same move over here. Same here. We went higher, We came back to the lows. We broke the whole structure. Right? We came low. We broke the whole structure, and now resistance. Come back. June again. And there it is. Oh fuck, that will play even perfectly. Yeah, coming back to June. Also bigger retest on a high time frame. Yep, I would like that on hype. That means Bitcoin will do quite similar move, right? Rejection, June, one more. And then sweep the highs, come back, close higher time frame from over here, below the 11, and then bye-bye in a couple years, I guess. That's my takeaway on it. And I kind of like it, to be honest with you. Especially on hype. If you're not gonna reach February. Yeah. Before that. Then yeah, that's the deal with it. That's how I'm playing it, and yeah, so far so good. And let's see how this is gonna take us. If this continues, we create already an end pattern. That means this is already your support. If you're gonna go carry on, coming back to it, definitely again bigger long position. So yeah, I guess that's a little bit on the take of it. V pattern, you mean, correct? No V pattern. This pattern. The end pattern. N as in Nico, right? This. Any time when you have that on the move up, right? So over here as well, that's like a stop, first stop on the bigger move. So you come aggressive, you have one bearish stop, and then you carry on. This is your first kind of support and stop when you come back to it. That's what you create with it. Same happened here. Right, we come down. This was the first bullish close on the candle because we had the support over here. So we carry on, and then we broke it. It's a minor, but it is what it is. And that's what we create kind of here. I guess if we're gonna carry on, right? If you're gonna do something like this and you start fucking around, then that's no deal. Only when we carry on right now. That's what I aim for. But yeah, that's I guess all for that I wanna. Oh yeah, I know what I wanna mention. Bots. That's what I will mention. I was playing around with Eagle as well on the bot, and I changed my strategy a little bit. I tweaked it a little bit. I got rid of With and Baby. I paused them a little bit just because the sideways was killing me and the portfolio. It drained a little bit too quick. So I stick with PEX. It's now in the short still. And if Bitcoins go higher, then PEX go lower and vice versa. So it's obvious that it's a little bit in short right now. So that's one. Hype, I change instead of 50 minutes to 4 hour. And there is a reason, because 50 minutes, I didn't like it quite much how it behaved. It got 3 entries wrong besides or sideways over here. I didn't like it and it pissed me off, so I changed it to 4 hour. And now, yes, I am a little bit in loss on that one. I don't care because it still go higher. I'm not gonna be stopped out because I'm not using stop loss. Don't trade like me or don't use the bots like I'm doing, sorry. So I don't care if that's gonna go a little bit higher. That's why I'm still aiming for February, just because the boss is still in the short on this move. And technically, it did all of the moves right. So that's why I'm holding to it. And yeah, I let it get run so like it is. And trading light. Did buy support. Wait, what? Did buy support change a bit? Trend line? Trading light I'm not using anymore. I'm gonna just give me a second, CryptoPoly. I'm gonna come back to it. I just want to finish on the bots. So yeah, change the bots on hype to 4 hours, same settings, but then on Algo Master instead of Trend Master, just to see how that's gonna perform. Omni, I still have it. It's freaking perfect and it's running quite great from the signal to signal. And Cake, I add to the list as well, and that one is performing really good. So those are gonna be the 4 main one. And right now with Book of Memes, I'm testing it, how that's gonna perform. And if I'm gonna see 3 major losses on it, I'm gonna cut off everything on it, and I'm gonna stick with the 4 main ones when I'm having over here. And my plan is right now not to change anything for the next month. I want to see a data from all of those 4, definitely 4 main ones, and Book of Meme from the next month of June. All of the data what I'm collecting in the journal, and then I'm gonna see what's the profit, how did they perform, how did they run, and then I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do. And only then, after that month of testing it, I'm gonna throw big money on top of it. So far they're running fine, they're doing great. Yes, there are some losses, but significant I cut off. And now the minor one, it's still fine. I don't care about that much, because in longer run they perform really freaking good. And yeah, you can see as well signal from signal, so what they do, how they perform, the numbers on it. So they are perfect, they're really good, and I'm sticking with them. And that's my last change, what I changed on them. That was a couple days ago, and from today I'm not gonna touch them. Oh, I hope I'm not gonna touch them. If something really bad happens, then of course I will need to jump on top of it, but that's different, right? It's just like, I hope it's gonna run smoothly and perfectly for the next month, and then I'm gonna decide what to do with them. So that's my take on the bots. Like PEX, that's gonna stick and that's gonna stay. That's the best ones performing right now. And yeah, it's now in the short, so I hope my TP is gonna hit, and then I'm gonna have a next one gonna be over here if we're gonna carry on higher on Bitcoin. If not, then this might dip. But yeah, it's vice versa. If Bitcoin goes long, PEX is going short, and that's how it runs. And hype, of course, it's freaking awesome. Gets the move to the freaking T. Like, imagine only this move over here from, okay, let's say from the open here. So, I mean, and TP's on the way up. So, great stuff. This been really, really, really awesome. That's why I'm key as well that I might go a little bit lower. But it can change as well. It can have one major close higher, and that's fine. I take the loss on that one. So yeah, CryptoPoly, you asked, did buy support? What do you mean by that? Did buy support change a bit? Getting light. Can you explain that a little bit more? I have no idea what you mean. So like I said, I'm not using Trading Light. I'm switched over. I'm cancel everything by from Trading Light. They pissed me off with the last shenanigans what they did, and I couldn't even cancel my subscription because they have been doing shitty things on the side, and I moved over to Congress and Kayotaka or something like that as well sometimes. But this is my mainly. Was a chart early in the chat. Okay, can be. I don't remember. About what? Buying the support? Congress, that's good. Nice. They're even better, bro. For free, what you get, bro. This is way too good and way too even better as optimization. It's runs much smoother and quicker. Like crazy stuff. What they do, what they pull up. Oh yeah, I really, 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 really happy about it. I mean, yeah, if this is the support, like I don't know if you mean that, but yeah, we got hit on the 103 with 277 Bitcoin. So yeah, it's still keeping up, and this was the wall, right? And it's got a little bit slightly pulled. There are still bits left, but we are already that high that doesn't matter much right now. We might even go and hit another one. We just reached the one from 200 Bitcoin 20. So yeah, small pullback from it, and we might carry on if we're gonna bounce from on the 4.7. Let's see. But yeah, that's the take on it, and I seriously really like how they perform and do things. So that's the one what I'm using, and yeah, and I mean, yeah, this was quite obvious as well. Too long it. I'm already in a break even. Took TP, but technically, yeah, it's been taken. Yeah, 9. Yeah, my TP got hit already. So good. There it is. I don't care anymore what's happened. It's fine. But yeah, I hope it's gonna go further. Fail on the weekly, come back, get June again, and then go higher or fail maybe. Who knows? But so far, yeah, June. I was, to be honest with you guys, I was expecting June be a little bit more volatile as in open after May. But I guess it's a little bit as well like on the side when people talking like, okay, after May, walk away, and the summer is gonna be really bit boring and that as volume and volatility in the market. So that might be as well when you see right now on June open. I mean, we didn't get much movement from it, right? It went up and down only, and we still stick on around the level. And then, like for example, what did we do May? Like look at May, right? That open of May, it fucking skyrocketed out. We came back, retested, and where did that took us? Right over here. That's a little bit different what we are doing right now, technically, if you think about it, right? So yeah, I'm not sure if there's a weekend, maybe tomorrow with the market opened and yeah, first day of June or whatever, everything is open, pumped, everything, then we might see some really, really gain volatility, but I'm not really sure about it just because we are like literally on all-time high and not really like much people are jumping the gun besides the retail who are stupid, right? But that's the whole key about it. Like for me, it's weird how it behaves, but it's still good if we go higher and we're gonna go to 109.1. I'm quite key on that one. If not, I mean, it's still fine if we reach to the December and we're gonna have a bounce from it. That's fine as well. Like I don't care if both ways is good either way, but that's kind of the thing that I'm looking at. And like I'm focusing more how something's behaving and where it's behaving than like I'm looking for the levels like, oh yeah, over here people are talking that we're gonna go there. I don't care about that at all. Structure first. Structures and levels, that's the most important. I really don't care about anything else because there is nothing else than that. And you don't need to have million lines on the fucking chart to give you perspective where the price goes and how it behaves and where it can hit. It's all about the fucking structure. There is nothing else that's gonna make me think differently. So, especially not news or that fucking orange face fuck. Gonna say something. I don't care. Still all the same shit, to be honest. So yeah, that's the whole takeoff. If until we're gonna hold 103 then everything is perfect and fine. So yeah, let's see how we're gonna play that. So far, it's fine. And yeah, gonna see how it behaves. Any questions, guys? Any tickers that you want to go by, or indicators, or levels, whatever? Or you want to find any positions for yourself? Let me know. I will have a look on them. Or if someone want to go on the stage to say something, be my guest. Yes. mm. Interesting stuff. And that's why as well, I'm key a little bit that we go higher just because it's been a long time. On the way down, we had such a great spread on the 150 axis. I mean, it's not going to be stupid. We're going to leave them behind. This will get hit and take it, definitely. And if we're going to go higher, that's second one or fail on that one. So they're not going to leave that anymore. Ina. Yeah. Right. A little bit closer over here. I mean, what can I say? I think I've been charting this already for someone. And we technically right now, what you're doing is, yes, you are in your, that's a high time frame range, the daily already. You still carry on, but you respecting your flips levels, so you're holding it. And now you really need to see the flip. If you're gonna start continuing doing this again, I'm not sure if you're gonna hold it. If that's not gonna be the breakout from it, right? The next leg to the downside. Now you need to see flip of it. That's what you are want to see. Yeah, I mean, I was mentioning that this is your support and you're holding it quite perfectly right now. Technically on the levels, there's quite a lot of them because you've been in the range for a while. Just trade the range. That's gonna be the easiest way, I guess. Oh, freaking hell. May, definitely. Now you are rejecting from it, but you need to flip the May. And the next one. All right, if you flip May, you want to see flip of the Q4 to make it easier. Because the rest in between them, it's noise. There is fucking a lot of them. Because right now, let's say Q4. Right, this is Q4. Fucking. And literally that was your support. You failed that support totally. You went to the lowest price action, the previous swing, what took you to the high. Now we come back, and now you need to regain that. By doing that, you need to flip the Q4 to go higher. If not, any failure over here, that's done. Then you go lower. Because you did I mean, technically you broke the structure from the upside, but you didn't break it from the lower side yet. So that's the key on it. Q4. You really need to watch out for Q4. That's the key. That you need to flip. If not, then it's been done. And technically, is this even something worth something yet? Still, just I'm never key on fundamentals or anything about it. So don't get me wrong. It's not that I'm bashing it down, but it's more that I'm wondering, what does it do? You out your previous high, came back. Yeah, this is your last resort and last support what you're holding. From this, if you're not gonna go higher and you're not gonna flip 0.49, your previous swing, what you came from, right? Then that's gonna be over. But it's good still. It's positive chart wise. Wait. Yeah, it looks good on daily even as well, so that's great. How's the... Yeah, daily start to turn around. So that's great. Gang is most based on the time frames. Can you explain those behind? Explain those behind this, please. What do you mean behind? Leverage Larry. I like your name. Who is driving now and listening? No, he doesn't listen to my streams. I kicked him out of the stage. Bacon, not the one believing them. No, he knows I'm key on them. He knows. And I'm even taking his students from him if they want to learn the FIPS. So we are quite together on those, on that perspective. And to be honest with you, I guess there wasn't a moment that I wasn't agree with him and his mindset about the market and behaving of it. We might chart and trade different, but still the same perspective of point of view we have. So yeah. I mean, why those... okay, so leverage Larry. He means why use them. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. But I just wanted like a little bit explanation from him. Okay, just to give you a perspective why those levels are important. The thing is, they are important because it's technically the most important moment in the date, right? That's one. And the thing is, if you look at the calendar, right, as well. All right, let's say if you took a look at the normal calendar, the European one who starts with the Monday and not with the Sunday, but that's a different take. Where does the market starts? First thing first, it starts on Monday, right? And then where is the end? It starts on Friday. It ends on Friday, normal market, like on the stock market, right? Crypto is going through the whole cycle through every single day. Yes, the weekends are a little bit maybe less volatile than the weeks, figure of speech, but still there matters, right? Still the same with months, years, weekly, and daily. We always talked about them in perspective of stocks or what they do. So we, as in Trendmaster back in the days, we figure that those levels are really important because what happens on that day, right? You need to imagine that this was the yearly... Oh, what the fuck was that for level? Sorry. That was the December level, for example, right? So taking that as an example, this was the open, the first day of the December, right? It says as well on the chart. This is the first day of the December. So this level sets already a line that is anyhow important in what? What do you do? We failed that a little bit. We went a little bit above it. And then what did we do? We skyrocket, right? But the next step is important. What happened after that? Right? We came lower. We wicked below the previous structure. Where do we close? Literally, where did we close? Above the previous structure and December level. So what does that mean? That means that we're respecting the December level as that much that we're gonna go trade and higher above that level. Again, for the second time, we came lower. we test the whole structure again. And what does that mean? We flip that level, and where do we go? Till we start to break that level. So imagine all of those levels, what we settled. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper in a second, as a piece of paper, and with your fist you go through them, right? You hit that piece of paper. So one piece of paper you're gonna break quite easily. So one level can be weaker than another one. But if you settle those levels and you make them bigger, and you put like five pieces of paper together, that's gonna be a little bit harder to break with one fist or with one punch, right? For example. So daily, how much days you have in a week? 7 days. So daily it's gonna be 7 times on the chart. How much weeks you have in a month? Depends on the month, but it's most of the times 4. So 4 weeks in on the chart. Monthly, it's gonna be 12. Yearly, it's 1 year, right? And Q4, Q3, and Q1 still also depends on how much they come. So they come for 3 months in a month, and then it's 3 or 4 times in a year, right? So all of those levels right now, what you see, it might see a little bit cluttered, but the most important are the white ones. The blue ones, or whatever you want to call them, they are the previous levels. They are holding the price action, always. What do we do over here? This is as well most best example. We open here, we failed it, we came up, we came down, we retest the level, and what do we do now? We're holding it. Daily and June open, what do? We flipped that level because 4 hours is the key. So we close above that level, we come higher, we're gonna come back, retest it, we might go higher. Fail that level, which means that level is not gonna be holding us anymore. It's not strong enough. There is not much pressure on that position of price. It's not only the level that's holding us, but as well the price. So that means the volatility on it, the volume what comes in with that price, and the order books. So those 3 things combined with the open of that month, it's strong or weak. That's what it depends, right? All of those levels are key. The most important is the daily, it comes 7 times in the week. So we have already a couple of them on the charts. They are key to see if that day is gonna be bullish or bearish, however you want to call it, right? But as well, retesting those levels is freaking to the T. Look what we did with the week, what we are right now. We opened the week, we came higher, we was flirting with it, we was closing below that level. If you start closing anything below, that's already first sign that we might fail that week, that level. And how did we do that? Quite significant. What do we do afterwards? We retest that. What happened with the retest, bearish retest? Because we didn't go higher, we didn't regain that. Where did that took us? Over here, right? So that's why those levels said. That's why I said comparing the June open with the May open is different, because May open was here. Look what we took us. That was the push from the May open. We came back. We quite a lot of times we needed to play around with it, but retest not only the level but previous structure as well, and as well at the same time January and Q1 and yearly, right? We flip that. Look what we do, and then look what we do doing over here. Even if we close below, it was a little bit of fake out of the close, right? Eagle, don't. Guys, can you see? Because Eagle is sending right now. Bro. Can you guys confirm see? Because now I'm wrapping. Yeah, we can. Ah, it's on your side, Eagle. Fuck you. You scared the shit out of me again. Oh, bro. Fucking hell. Okay. Right. I don't know where I was anymore. Oh yeah, level that we hold. So over here we came down and we flipped the May and we skyrocketing from it, right? By as well on the way up we hold December. Then we went higher than the February, because the thing was, this was the February open level over here. Why it was so important for us to mention it so many times, because that open took us literally 11% to the downside, straight from that 11 open. That means that all of that pressure that we built up when been released on that day or in that moment, on that price action that we reach, and we push that roll down to the downside. What did we do afterwards? We came up and we retested bearishly to the T. And then, where did it took us? All of the way to the freaking 75.04 level. So tell me if that's significant or not to hold that level or to flip that level. Yes, it is, because from that moment, when we retested bearishly and we came all of the way to the 74, minus 27%, we never reached that level before. And now coming higher constantly, right? We flipped that level in one go. So we broke it, we went higher, and we was holding it for here. Yeah, we came quite significant lower than that level, but we pick up quite heavy back, and we had a buyback on it. And now what do? We still holding that level. Either way, we went a little bit lower, but we had a buyback quite strong on it. So those are the divergence or fake outs, what we can call it, from the level. But now what we still holding it. That's why when you're gonna hear and I'm gonna mention any failure of the February, I'm gonna bring you to the December, because there is nothing in between, right? That's why those levels are really important. And now as well, we are flipping June, and if you're gonna hold it, then weekly is gonna be on our way. Those in between dailies and weeklies are not that much matter, because we've been through them quite a lot of times. So how often the level get tested, or either way been doing something like this, then that level is not going to be like respectful anymore, right? Call it like that. But yeah, that's technically, if you're gonna be here for longer, or if you're gonna stay for longer, you're gonna see some more events. You will see, especially on my side, because this is the only thing that I'm looking at constantly. 24/7, this is constantly on, because those are the most important levels what you need to have. You need to see. On top of that, that's the next step, are the swing points, are the 4-hour swing, mid, lows, and highs. Right? And that's the only thing what you technically need. That's the whole key of it. If you flip a level, gain, reject, or retest. Right, but technically, switch them on, use the AI charting tool, go to the settings, switch all of them on over here. You don't need to do anything with the numbers on, next to it. Maybe change the colors if you want. Switch them on, go back in the history and see how they got played and what do we do around them. And then you're gonna understand and see how important they are. Especially the one who, from the longer time. Yearly, monthly, and whatever queues. They are really significant. They are the key base of trading for us, or most of us, I guess. Especially for the people who are coming from Trendmaster. They are a little bit more heavy on those ones. But yeah, this is one-on-one levels of opens and how important they are. I hope that's a little bit understandable, because you got me off guard with it. And I've been already yapping for almost 2 hours. But yeah, right now, and to explain a little bit more of it, if you start to do this price action, you start to close anything below and not going higher than this, then that might be the failure of June. If not, hold this level. That's why 4 hours is the key, because any gain of 4 hour, it means we fail it or gain it or retest it. Always. We always keep it on 4 hour. If not, and daily as well. Daily is accurate as well. Right? Close daily here, then that's bullish. Then we're gonna continue holding the June. We're gonna go to weekly, and over here as well. Like, you see how accurate and close you came to that level. You retest it and failed it again. Right? Same on 4 hour. It was perfect retest. So yeah, I think that's gonna be quite all about the levels. Guys have anything else ask to mention or to talk about, then let me know. More than happy. Uh, brr, brr. Oh, Mr. Zeus is coming without even saying hello. Okay. You brr. Huh? What the fuck is that? Oh. Is that something? Seriously? Poor? Is that new? Fuck. Bro. Seriously? Yeah, I'm having. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Jesus, those wigs, man. Fucking hell. Yeah. Yeah, but yes, I can see that. I mean, technically, right now, what you do is just retest the previous swing, so or previous structure what you created, the support. So it's still that was quite a good entry actually on it. Because if you're gonna flip your those freaking what is it for clutter of levels of February and June, yeah, if you're gonna hold and flip the February again, then yeah, I mean, what's left? Coming back to yearly again and then weekly, but you need to retest because that's been already. Oh no, it's been retested. You flip the weekly, and that's already what freaking 75%, right? So that's a quite. Uh, that's yeah. Maybe you're gonna do something like this again. Maybe, but I'm not key on it. That's gonna happen again because then still, if not, you can go a little bit lower, even to May. One more leg to May because you're still gonna keep your flip. But yeah, that was really good actually right now. But if not, then yeah, anything above February, then that's go. Look, and that's only on Look It. Yeah, you get the retest. Yeah, it's technically, if you're gonna flip the February right now, if you want to take long on it, then I will do something like this because there is no. I mean, if you're gonna come back, I'm not. Yeah, exactly that. Then go right because yeah, of course, right now the retest was perfect on it. That was really good one. But if you miss that one, then see the flip, small pullback, and then carry on. And make sure because yeah, fucking those wigs, I sketchy a little bit, but yeah, freaking hell, good one. Jesus, that can do some damage, man. If you it's go off. Like I said, it's from here. It's yeah, nice one. It's a nice flip. If that holds, yeah, it goes off. Yeah, that was really risky. Leverage, Larry. That's what I was mentioning with the weekly open, came down, broke the structure, low time frame, of course, and then come back, retested, bearish fail. This was perfect entry. If you want to have, if you want to make a confirmation that you want to short something, then this is your confirmation. The second close already below that level, that was go after that wick. That's how we play that. Technically, we're doing the exact the same right now. if you flip the chart, I know I'm gonna break you head right now, but technically you're doing right now, right? If this is the high, came lower, what do we do right now? Right? Yeah, great, man. I'm gonna put it on my list. I wanna see it how that's gonna prefer. Name of it. Show it to Smurn. He's gonna fucking love it. It's because of the name. Kitty kitty. Yeah, we all attempt to James Winer's face. We all about, yeah, exactly. That space was something special. Sorry, but all of the buzzwords what they play there, it's it was heaven for people who are DJing on fucking meme coins. That was heaven space, I guess. I couldn't stand to listen to that like longer than 20 minutes. Oh, yeah. Goody? I'm not sure. Things gonna be on. Creator Buddy? Is that one? Sniper? That one? No, it's not the one. It's 002. Not the one. Unfortunate. Sorry. I'm sorry then. Oh, okay. How you been? Trading anything? Any long? Yeah, here. Then say something more. On which one? Oh, you meant, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was really thinking that we're gonna do something like this, and then somewhere over here we're gonna have the bigger scale, but yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why, and I was like mentioned as well on hype that might go a little bit lower because we didn't regain the highs of it yet, and this like it, and I will need to close my long. Oh, only on one profit. Oh. Yeah. Congress as well. Was slow on your side, or it's middling a little bit. Mm. Joking because he was listening to the fucking space. Oh, bro, you didn't miss out much on it. Yeah, it was, but it's been a long time. I hear so much buzzwords in one fucking space. Like seriously. Oh, bro, like it was. Oh, yeah. The meme coins are to go because they are the most reliable, and they're gonna do the 100x most of the times. Like, bro, like fucking hell. Oh, can't be serious about it. And BTC just retest June open. It seems. 4 hour. I mean, 1 hour. It's still not closed, so you cannot say if retest or we're gonna close below. But the key point is on 4 hour. Close below that, then we might go lower. Retest maybe, and then come up. Some shenanigans. If not, I don't know. I was really like, serious. Are you still here? Yeah. What I was hoping to is that Bitcoins go a little bit higher. Hype goes opposite, and then hype have a bigger pump when Bitcoin's gonna do some sideways movements on the top. I don't know. But right now, yeah, they are quite facing and go lower. These are close later. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, but Asia not gonna do nothing. It's they don't have much balls to them. Too much damage control. Oh, that's true because still we have 4 hours for Asia. Oh, that. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that bullshit. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They have a day off extra. So yeah, so it's one more day. Of course. Yeah, sorry. I forgot about that one even. I didn't realize. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a long weekend for them. All right. Let's see. That's gonna be. Even last 3 times pound BTC after opening of the new week. What about the CME? Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I was really mentioning this that what we are doing right now because Viking is saying that we are somewhere over here. I'm not seeing that at all. Why? Because this whole move makes me think that we doing this and we are here. This is what we are doing right now. So we could come a little bit lower to the December yearly open to do this. One more leg, a little bit higher, right? This position, grab all of this bullshit and then have the failure, right? And do this. Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
That actually wrecks everybody that went short at the yearly open, and then we can actually do the failure.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking as well. And this as well, this move is similar, and all of this what we did there over here, like that's the whole thing. And yeah, we still can grab this. Like this, it's nothing said that we can have one more leg up, right, and then fucking do the failure and grab both ways or everyone off guard. Like yeah, that's how it looks like, and that's why I'm not seeing this. And it's not that I'm going against Viking. Don't get me wrong, guys. It's really rarely that I'm not really agreeing of really agreeing, not seeing the same thing what he sees, but I'm thinking that we are a little bit higher. But let's see how that's gonna play out. I mean, who knows? It's not that someone's gonna be right or not, but it's just more like much more predictions are better than only one, right? So yeah.
I'm also willing to lose the top 10 grand. I don't care. Like, I'll be basically proved right or wrong at 94K.
Yeah.
We're at 104 right now. So I'll either like I'll miss that 10K, but if I'm wrong, then it'll break that level and we won't come back, but we'll do something where we just do another underside retest and then
Yeah.
it'll fail.
Exactly.
So yeah, either way.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole thing what I'm leaning to as well for. So yeah, and like I was
I
mentioned
don't
as
have
well,
to catch the top or
yeah,
yeah,
we
it's
may
whatever.
look at the May what it did, like May open, like the push what we had and the retest of it, and look what we're doing right now in June. Right, it's not even like literally on the day that we open, we fucking skyrocket, right? And okay, it was a Thursday, it was a middle week or whatever, but still, right? I know. So yeah, let's see. So far, still good. There is nothing lost yet, but the weekend was pretty to the downside a little bit. CME, right? We was I mean 105.1. We stopped on it 5.1. Not gonna be major one if we're gonna. Yeah, let's see. Oh, that's gonna be. We didn't have any CME gap in a while. All right, major one. Lows or behind. So I remember that. That was fun. Oh, yeah. Freaking hell, bro. February, and I'm gonna put my house on it and family. Tell my whole family. um, chart. It's my internet is slow today. What's going on today? Sunday. Oh my god. This good stuff. All right. Good. Some good chart on a high time frame on it. It didn't fucking lose any lows from it. And if we did the retest of here, yeah, that's top that. I don't think this gonna hold you. This this will go a little bit higher than previous high. Definitely. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Bro. Been a while I saw a meme coin performing that good structure wise. Freaking hell. Nice. Boys. So yeah guys, I think that's gonna be all. 2 hours 2 hours yapping around. Have a chill Sunday. See how the weekly gonna close, because that's gonna be interesting. Definitely not much gonna change on it. So break hard to the downside. That's true. That's true. It can. It's all still possible. It's a meme coin, so yeah. Everything is still on the table. Yeah. Watch on the 4 hour right now. If you start closing, if you retrace now and you hold the daily end of June, then we might go a little bit higher. Then definitely my next targets are the 0.6 or 0.59. I have there my TPs as well on it. And if it goes lower, I mean, I don't care. I'm gonna be stopped out on that. I'm gonna ladder much more on it later on. Oh yeah, it's still up and down and undecided. We still have 1 hour to go. Daily wise, still good. Nothing lost. Even if we're gonna go a little bit lower, because the daily loss you have on 102.7. That's a little bit above the February as well. So even that can hold us. Because since then we had a quite significant buybacks on the daily. So I'm not really bearish yet on that one. And yeah, weekly only. So that's the close what was gonna have. The first one after 7 weeks. And then of course still going strong so far. So yeah, if you need anything guys, let me know. Oh, I love that movie, Two-Man Show. Let me know, DM or whatever, if you need anything, if you struggle with something. And to be honest with you, if you want to complain a bit more about the low volume, then there is the page for it. I'm gonna check the videos, how it sounds. I thought I checked them as well. My records sound really good, but I mean, I'm sorry, not really good, but the sound of it, they are good. It's weird that some of them are lower, but let's see. Maybe I need to fix something or redo in my settings. Anyhow, all Gucci, I guess, everyone. No questions more left. Then gonna take till evening. Maybe I'm gonna jump in the voice chat later on after the dinner. I still need to order something. So yeah, have a good one, guys. Appreciate you all, and I will see you Wednesday. Yes. See ya.